Hey guys, Genevieve here to talk to you about our upcoming full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. And this is occurring here on the East Coast anyway at 4:45 a.m. Eastern Time on the 31st, which is Sunday morning. So first of all, this weather, at least here yesterday, today, gorgeous. It's feeling great. You know, our Sagittarius full moon always is in Gemini season, and which to most of us, right, feels like finally like late spring, summer is right here. It's right around the corner, and we're starting to get excited for vacations, for kids being out of school, for summer fun and activities, and so that's kind of the energy of, the full moon Sag, right? My oil blend that I create for the occasion is called Breathe because everything is in bloom now, right? So we can take a chance and breathe in and truly like smell the roses, smell the flowers, smell the herbs. It's beautiful. Now the body parts associated with the Sagittarius full moon are the liver, hips, thighs, tailbone, and lumbar region, both the bones and the muscles. Okay, so of course, as always, be cautious to protect them. Caution against injury. Surgery is never recommended under a full moon, unless it's absolutely medically necessary, of course. But so just, keep that in mind when you're active and doing all your fun stuff. Protect your back, protect your lower body region, right? So we have 7 aspects to elements in fire, 9 to air, only 2 to earth, and 9 to water. So even though, of course, Sagittarius is a fire sign, this is going to feel a little bit more emotional with all of those water aspects in there. We're going to get to that. Of course, Sun is in Gemini, Moon is in Sagittarius. Aries is in the ascendant, so there's some minor stuff with that going on with Aries, but Mercury is in Gemini, Venus is in Cancer, Mars is in Taurus, Jupiter is in Cancer, Saturn is in Aries, Uranus is in Gemini, Neptune is in Aries, and Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius. Okay, so let's jump right in. First of all, all the positive influences in this full moon phase in this chart are minor, okay, but there are more of them than challenges. So that is really what's going to help us overall. There's going to be some minor challenges, but the positive influences and aspects definitely are going to help to push past any challenges that we might come up with. Mercury, Venus, and Mars are actually the troublemakers with this moon phase, okay? And we'll get into that in a second. First of all, of course, a full moon the sun is always in opposition to the moon. So you're going to feel that little push-pull of the carefree kind of Gemini communication style versus wanting action, not talk, of that Sagittarius moon, okay? So Gemini is communicating, planning. Sag is go, do it, let's do it, go. Now we have, first the sun is sextile Saturn, so this is going to reinforce our wisdom and patience at this time. It's going to help bring respect of others when our deeds match our words, okay? So this is where you really put your money where your mouth is kind of energy. The sun is conjunct Uranus. They're only 7 degrees apart. So individuality and eccentric, nonconformist lifestyles are highlighted under this aspect, while there is also real support for collaboration, connection, and positively influencing others through leading by example. All right, so we want to stand out. We want to, show our individual uniqueness, but by doing so, we are inspiring others to do the same. And then we have Sun trine Pluto in Aquarius. Again, it's retrograde. This reinforces our inner strength and ability to recover from loss, trauma, or other challenges, and inspire others to do the same. Again, we're not, nothing is without adversity, right? There's always everyone faces their own battles, but it's how you work through them. It's how you come out, survive it, learn to tell about it, or you know, learn to grow from it, and then show others how you did it. And that's truly inspiring to people. And it lets people know that they're not alone, number one, and also that, anything is possible. Now the moon again in Sagittarius. So this helps bring us optimism, energy, and spontaneity. It's highlighting our life's work and goals and our philosophies and belief systems. They're very important to us under this Sagittarius full moon. Sag is very into philosophy and all of those themes, right? But you don't get too swept up or try to force on others our philosophies or belief systems at this time, okay? Like, you can express it, you can showcase it, you can, be proud of it and excited about it. If other people, if it's for them, they will gravitate to you. If it's not for them, like, just don't push, right? This full moon is fantastic for visualizing and planning career moves going forward through this year into the next. And we will find support through and from our beliefs at this time. All right. Now, the moon is trine Saturn. So this is lending to emotional maturity, steady, structured home life. Okay. But with them being in fire signs, again, the moon in Sag, Saturn's in Aries, right? This is not equate to boredom. Just because we're focusing on our home life, our family life, there's nothing boring about it. This is go, go, go. Get them energy with this aspect. We're planning, we're traveling, sports, anything, physical activity, right? There's not a dull moment when two fire signs are trying each other, okay, in planets. So now we do have an opposition. The moon in Sag is opposite Uranus. So this is a challenging aspect. It may have us feeling somewhat emotionally detached or feel the need to escape emotional displays in order to retain kind of our own sense of calm and stability. Physical activity and meditation can help us regain our equilibrium and composure during these more emotionally challenging moments that we might be facing. Now it is trine Neptune. So this helps us show our compassionate and sensitive sides, and be emotionally available to others without overcomplicating the experience with too many words, right? Sometimes you just want to vent, or you literally just need a shoulder. Not even necessarily crying, but just a hug. It doesn't necessarily need a lot of verbal communication to convey, like, I'm feeling, sensitive. I want a hug. I need some support, affection, whatever. And so this is going to happen. Less words, the better when it comes to that. We are able at this time also to pick up subtle cues from others and offer help and support intuitively. Like, we're just going to know, we'll look around our circle, our family, our friends, and just know the person who is feeling a little out of sorts and might just need a little pep talk, a little pep me up. Okay. Now it's also a sextile Pluto. So this again is going to help strengthen our emotional resilience and ability to remain courageous, even in sadness and grief. Our bonds with our close friends and family members deepen and strengthen at this time. This is great healing energy, guys. It really, really is. Emotional healing, even physical healing. This is great time to work through that stuff. So now our first problem child comes up with Mercury and Gemini. Now, this is a great placement for Mercury. Absolutely loves being here. It's a ruling planet. It only has one major and then other minor aspects, and they're all challenging. Okay. So the biggest one right here, the only one that's really worth mentioning, is Mercury square Neptune and Aries in the first house, which we know is self and identity. And this may have us questioning what we should be feeling and thinking and communicating. We might feel as we struggle to articulate our ideas, or that may mean, because we're struggling to articulate them, that they aren't quite worthy or ready to share yet. we want to use our imagination, but might feel that it's a waste of time or that others perceive it that way. But this too shall pass, guys. It's just a fleeting emotion. Like, okay, let yourself feel it, but don't let it stop you in your tracks. Don't let it deter you. Just, if you have to, meditate about it, journal about it, and then burn it, let it go. Okay, it's fleeting. And imagine like that negative self-talk to just disappear as you write the words out and then burn them. Venus is in Cancer. Now, again, nurturing Venus in sensitive Cancer usually is a great placement, but it's negatively aspected to Saturn. It's square Saturn. This might have us overly cautious in love relationships. Issues of trust, boundaries, rejection, and reciprocity may surface for some. Well, many people will deal with this by going through the motions of, attention to duty and maybe your chores or just maybe your job, whatever it is. There's also the potential of a breakthrough of inner work to bring about more openness and bonding in relationships. So really do the work, okay? Like really work on this challenge by like recognizing, are your feelings really substantiated? Is there a cause for you to believe that? Or is it just like, again, some negative self-talk, negative stuff, maybe past trauma stuff coming back up, being triggered, being brought back to the surface? Now's the time to work through it and be realistic about what is your feelings are versus what is reality, all right? Mars is in Taurus. So our effort is stable, steady, methodical with this placement. But again, the only aspect of Mars is a square to Pluto. And so this is causing many to come across as abrasive, forceful, demanding, highlighting power struggles, uncompromising exchanges at times, right? It will be challenging to be self-aware enough to recognize when this is happening and to disengage. So you might not realize that you are the one that's coming off as pushy or combative or forceful. And you might feel that someone, called you into the situation. And so you're defending yourself, but really, really practice patience and like just wait a minute, pause a little bit and self-reflect and like really am I the instigator of this? It's highly possible under this aspect and this energy. So temper guys, like just really meditate, diffuse my breathe plan, just breathe, woosah, right? We already talked about Saturn and Jupiter aspects. Now Uranus is in Gemini. This has some more positive influence. And again, minor positives, which are good. They all add up. It has a sextile to Neptune and a trine to Pluto. First, this sextile Neptune, this will help to balance that Mars energy a little bit, okay? By helping us to soften our delivery of our original and creative ideas, and helping our intuition and imagination guide us. So we can convey our message, our whatever it is, passionately, but also like in a more balanced way. Don't let Mars rule this, guys, okay? And with the trine to Pluto, this is again leading us to necessary change, motivating us to improve our lives and the lives of those around us, right? Clarity and wisdom and purpose is highlighted with this aspect. And again, these aspects, these outer planetary aspects that have been kind of going on now for several months, right? And the last one, of course, Neptune in Aries is sextile Pluto in Aquarius. This, again, is that positive, powerful aspect that is supporting us all collectively to work towards subtle transformation, healing, and open-hearted dealings with others. Okay, guys, so yes, this is going to feel a little bit more emotional because, again, moon is emotion, and we have a lot of water aspects in here. So, and really, we just tap into your softer side, right? It's going to be a perfect weather this weekend, at least where we are to view this full moon. And again, it's early morning on Sunday. You can put your crystals out Saturday night to charge them, diffuse my breathe blend, meditate, journal, try to get some physical exercise again to work through some of that emotional tension. And just enjoy yourself. It's going to be great, guys. All right. As always, I share the charts under the video after I post it, or the video link. So be sure, if you want to like visualize what it is exactly I'm talking about, be sure to check those out. Message me when you are ready to get your hands on my Sagittarius full moon blend, and I hope to see you at the Milford Riverwalk Farmers Market tomorrow morning. All right, guys, later.